Okay, Q&A from Beyond. This one's from Tamlin Shroombeard. He's from Lower Mistvale. There's a lot of Vales. I haven't been to. Well, yeah, no, yeah. When I was a kid, I was in Mistvale. I remember that. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Moss Wizard. I'm trying to brew my arcane agate ale, but I'm out of fermented phoenix feathers to prevent combustion, as I'm sure you know. Yeah, I'm fully aware. Do you recommend any substitutions? Me and the boys want to get ripped for the Goblin Bowl next weekend. Tamlin. Yeah, I'm excited for the Goblin Bowl too. Yeah, I do know. So you could. There's a couple of things you could do. I remember there was a small shop that was down an alley. They probably have. It's like in one of the lower, because you're in Lower Mistvale, right? Yeah, you're in Lower Mistvale. Lower Mistvale. I know they have a bunch of like bazaars and shops going down those alleys. That the alleys are bigger when you get in them, right? Because magic. And so I know that there's a couple shops, and I remember seeing they had a Phoenix shop, right? They had a couple of Phoenixes in there. They might not be there anymore. So you could try there to go get some more, so you could use fermented griffin feathers, but it's not gonna be an ale anymore. It'll be more of a mead or an actual beer. But you might want to supplement that with various kinds of like butters, like to make it a butter beer. So that's what you could do for that. But it should be ready by next weekend. If you use the griffin feathers, but remember it won't be an ale anymore. And you might get a buff of wind resistance. So like you might have Featherfall. Remember that? Yeah. So you might have Featherfall when you drink that, which actually might be fun if you're in the upper stands and you jump off and whatnot, and you're just floating into the crowd and whatnot. So yeah, that's why I recommend. There you go, Shroombeard. You're from Mistvale, so you should know all sorts of shops down there. So good luck with that.